Hello, today I'm joined by my good friend Noah King to talk about a recent trip that St. George's students have done to the downtown east side, also known as Alley Outreach. And today this was one of Noah's first times going down here on one of these trips. So I just have a few questions for him on the whole day.
Of course, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
So to start off, what was one of your first impressions being down there?
You know, it's actually really hard to describe because when I pictured that area to be like, in such a personal way, I never really understood that it could be so impoverished, considering it was so close to a community as sound as ours. It really is a totally different world down there, and I just think that whole experiencing it for the first time was quite surreal.
That's awesome. So what was your first encounter like with one of the first people that you handed something out to? Were you scared or nervous or?
I mean, I was actually quite excited. I mean, a lot of the people I talked to, I was obviously nervous, but a lot of the people that I talked to were actually quite friendly. Like, they knew that the reason we were there was for a positive thing. We were trying to help out the community, and I think that was understood on both sides. So, people were actually very open to talking about, talking with me about what they were going through and what was going on. And I was talking to one guy, and he actually said something really cool. He told me, we were talking, and I was like, okay, well, God bless, take care. And then he says, no, blah, 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 don't take care, give care.
Wow.
So from now on, it's actually give care.
Very powerful message. So another thing, what kind of items were you handing out, and how were they received?
Well, we handed out rain ponchos, because classic Vancouver, as well as granola bars, mittens, socks. Socks were really important. People love the socks. People love the apple juice. Just basic things, basic necessities.
So of course, one of our chaperones that was with us on the trip was Mark Lindsay, one of the leaders and head organizers of the Alley Outreach Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And being a past drug addict himself and living down in the east side, what kind of messages did he convey to you throughout the overall trip?
Well, I think what's really, really cool about Mark is he's kind of shown me, and I think a lot of people would agree with me that have gone on Alley Outreach. He's kind of showed that the similarities between us and people who are less fortunate and caught in sticky situations and end up in poverty down on the east side, whether they're using drugs, they're suppressed by somebody, or just in a general bad situation trying to support somebody. It actually really shows the commonality, and not only that, but also how easy it can happen. I mean, this guy went to Western. I'm going to Queens next year, so it's not that different. I mean, it really can happen to anybody. And I think that just kind of further necessarily, I guess, cautions me, would be the best way to put it. It kind of cautions me to be smarter with my decisions when I go to university and stuff. He's a good example for that.
Yeah, he's a great guy. So just one last thing. Do you have anything you'd like to say about anyone who might want to try Alley Outreach in the future and how it affected you going on your first trip?
Guys, it really is great. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's really insightful. You see a lot of, I guess in some situations it is kind of hard to see, but I think it's important that you see it, because it not only makes you appreciate what you have, but also inspires you to possibly reflect on your community in a better way, and possibly do things in the future that will help your community and the neighboring communities.
Sweet. Thank you, Noah.
Live from New York, it's Saturday night!